It does this like preparing to live stream thing. And I'm always like, so when am I live? When am I actually live? And I always think it's when it says like when it's done loading the little thing. But then sometimes I watch back on the videos and I'm like,
oh, it didn't start yet. Yeah.
All right. I think we are live.
Yay.
Okay, so I am here with Miss Stephanie Chu, and she's going to share about her experience inside the Sustainable Profit Academy, and what amazing results she had and what we're going through right now. So I'm going to first of all just turn it over to Stephanie so that she can first tell you about her business, who she helps, and all that fun stuff as well. So go ahead and tell us all about you, Steph.
So I am hello everyone. I'm an online strength coach and mindset coach who helps busy women and men for now who to help them transform their bodies so that they love their bodies naked while becoming stronger and more confident. So most people kind of focus just on the fitness part or the nutrition part. I kind of go backwards and I focus on the mindset of everything first, because I believe that fitness should be something that is lifelong. And for most people, everyone starts with something and then we stop with something. And it's easy to follow a program, but it's like if you change what's going on up here, then you'll do it forever.
Which is so true, right? Like everyone, I'm sure everyone started some sort of healthy lifestyle routine at some point in their lives and they fell off the wagon and they're like, why isn't it working? And they make excuses. And then even for the sake of like, they don't want to start in the first place, right? Like that's all mindset is like getting yourself into a space of feeling that. So I absolutely love that. And I love that it's how to feel good naked. Cause I think at the end of the day, whether we say it out loud or not, that's kind of what we want to feel is like, even just for ourselves, we want to feel good naked. So I love that. All right. So tell me, what were you struggling with when we first met that you found me?
So because there's lots of fitness stuff on the internet, I always knew that I wanted to focus on strength. That's always been something that's very important to me. And to me, if you are strong, feeling strong, and you love your body how it is, you love yourself naked and you're super confident, then it shouldn't matter what weight you are, how much muscle you have, or any of that. And so obviously lots of fitness programs focus just on losing weight. They're like, you want your bikini body, lose 10 pounds in 10 days, or, lose 10 pounds of fat in 10 days. And I was like, but like, this is not what I want to do. And so I knew what I wanted, but it was very hard for me to, I guess, conceptualize what I wanted to say. And it was very easy. Like the second that I saw someone post about it, like, oh, like here, you should put out an ebook that says you can lose weight. So then I'd be like, oh, maybe I should go do that as well. So I was kind of like putting everything like out there, and I was working with a lot of people I didn't want to, because like someone who wants to just lose weight, it's like they'll come up to me like, hey, I want to drop 20 pounds. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And then I realized I was like, this is not really someone I want to work with. So just like the way kind of Nas presented everything, it was, I was like, oh, maybe like this is what I need.
I love that. And I think that that's so true, right? Like a lot of us get stuck in this space of like, I just have to do what everyone else is doing because it works. And yeah, I'm capable of doing that, but you have to want to like break out of that. So I know when we met, that's one of the things you said, you're like, I don't want to help people just lose weight. Like that's not what I want to do.
Right.
We talked about that. So tell me, because this is one of my favorite questions, what were some objections you kind of had thinking, or maybe like fears, objections that you thought about before working with me, or like when you had met me?
Well, so I also have another business coach. And so they like, not to say like they're like bad or anything like that, but like they were kind of like, all right, you need to do this, and you're finding your ideal client. And then they were like, just go talk to people. And then so I was talking to lots of people, but it was not people that I necessarily needed or wanted to work with. And so it was kind of like, all right, I've already, spent quite a lot of money on like this other coach, and like they're telling me things, and it was like the support was great, but I was still like, I'm confused as to what I'm doing. And, and I think I changed my ideal client about like 10 times before I was like, all right, I don't know what's going on. And then, so that was kind of like the biggest thing was like, all right, like what can Nas give to me that this business coach isn't going to be doing, right? Because like everyone's going to be like, oh, I can help you like, make 10K in a month. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But I'm like, I don't know how.
And we had this conversation on our very first call where I was like, I love business coaches. I absolutely think they have their space in the market and what we're doing. I think oftentimes people confuse the two. And so they go through like what you said is word for word what I've heard like 100 times is like, I have a business coach and it didn't really help me. It kind of left me a little more confused. Yes, I got the support. Yes, I got some other things. It's not like you don't get anything out of it, but you kind of leave almost more like, what happened here? Like, where am I going? What am I doing? And we talked about this where that was one of the big things where I was like, I'm a business strategist. I'm going to give you step by step what you need to do. And you're like, oh yeah, that's what I need. You were like, we're going to do this. All right. So tell me, what ultimately led you to actually deciding, yes, I want to do this. I want to work with you.
Well, one of the biggest things is probably like how passionate you are about what you're doing. And second of all, it was, you just like laid it all out. You were like, this is exactly like, you know, the process that you will go through. This is what you're going to do. And it was just so like clear cut and organized. And I was like, I could actually see like where my business was going. Which was like super helpful because like before I was just kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna go try this and do this and see what happens.
Winging it, right? We're gonna wing it.
Yeah. And like I'm still working on this. I'm not a very organized person. I'm always just like, you know, I like when things are like thrown at me and I'm like trying to work under pressure. But obviously in a business that's not always very helpful because you can't always be like, right, I'm just gonna, you know, do things on the fly. It has to be pretty like more organized. And like the way that you had everything, it was like, all right, these are the sections. This is what you have to do first. And if you don't complete that, then you can't just move on to the next part of the business. And I personally like skipping on to things that I like doing better. So this is like super helpful.
So we forced you to do it. And it's funny because that's one of the things people ask me when they join the program. They're, can I just skip ahead? And I'm like, no, you cannot, because if you don't have these foundational pieces, you don't think you need them, right? Like we go, just like if someone were to come to you and say, can I just skip to the last step of lifting heavy weights? You'd be like, no, you cannot. You're going to like hurt yourself and it's going to be a problem. I say the same thing in business where I'm like, people want to skip ahead to the parts they think they need because they don't see that, hey, these other things are actually what build upon that.
Right.
So I love that you said that.
And like I did that with like the business coach that I had, right? Because they were like, all right, you have to create these systems. And I was like, I don't need these systems. I'm just going to go and do whatever. Right. And then I was like, okay, I think I do need systems, but now I don't know where to start.
You're like, oh shoot, maybe people were right.
I was like,
I love it. I'm the same way where it's just like, you want to jump ahead. You're impatient in your success and you just want things to happen now. So tell me, what has been the biggest shift for you so far for you and your business since joining Sustainable Profit Academy?
Well, it's definitely getting like my ideal client, my messaging clear. That I think is like the biggest change, because it's like now, even if I see another post about like people losing weight, I'm like, no, this is exactly like what I want. Like, and like helping with like my whole, like I help statement and stuff, like getting that super clear. I was like, oh, okay, this is what I need to be doing. And then I like how you have like 3 pillars that you kind of focus on. And that was also super helpful because now I'm not trying to do 60 other things. It's like everything is based off of these 3 pillars and it'll all branch off based off that, instead of being like, oh, okay, let me just add in some more nutrition stuff or some more mindset stuff. And then I was like, I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, we have a framework, right? Like our whole goal and what we've been talking about even more recently, I like to bring up, like, we're always shifting, right? And one of the things we talked about recently where I was like, we actually have to have a framework that, because I think a lot of times when we jump into any type of coaching, we kind of are like, we'll just figure it out, right? But you want to have a framework because that's what creates those consistent results for our clients. But also we want to be able to have a way to explain our message in a way that people are like, I get it, right? Like, and I think that's when we started Dynamic Framework with you. That's what you were saying. You were like, it was nice to be able to have like these 3 pillars where I'm like, boom, I know what I'm doing. I know how to say what I'm doing. And then it's that clarity, right? Like, just like you said, where it's like, it's so much easier to just like feel confident in what I'm doing and feel like I know what I'm talking about. So I love that. So far, tell me what results you're the most excited about.
I think it's just been that I'm attracting clients that I actually want to work with. And so I think, well, the thing that's been super helpful is getting my messaging across. Like now there's no really gray area. And then just like also knowing it's like, all right, I need to say no to these people, or, or I don't want to work with these people who are like, iffy and stuff. And so one of the things that obviously you say is like, these people already want to work with you already before you even start. In like the past couple of clients I've already had, like, they were just like, hey, can I just look at your Instagram? Looks at my Instagram. And they were like, okay, like done. And so, whereas like before I was like, all right, we have to do like a whole discovery call. And then
didn't you have like a 2-call?
a two call process. And then these people would still be like, no, I need to go and think about it. And I'd be like, and like when someone's like, when they say no to you, then you kind of like get a little bit dejected. And then you're like, all right, well, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? You know?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I loved, go ahead. Sorry.
No, so I was just saying, yeah, it's like that has been, game changer, because now I'm not dealing with people that I don't enjoy working with. And it's like, it makes you like happier and kind of more passionate about your whole business as well.
Yeah. And I love what you said, because that's exactly what we talked about, where I was like, I want people to come pre-sold. I want people on a call with you who already get you. They already know what you're all about. And they're like, I love what you do. I just want to work with you. And I remember recently you told us the story about how someone hopped on a call and they like repeated back to you, like your own ideal client. And you were like, it was pretty crazy. And that's like the coolest thing, right? It makes you kind of feel like a superstar, because it's like they get what you do now and they can like repeat it to you and they feel really like excited about it. So I just wanted to share that story, because when you said that, I was like dying. So I was like, that's the best feeling ever. When, like they come and they're like, I already know I want to work with you because of this, this, and this. And they already know like how to repeat it back to you. So I love that. So tell me, what are you looking forward to most for the future of your business?
I think it's just having everything more systemized, and so that it's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Repeatable?
Yeah.
That word? Yeah, repeatable, instead of being like, all right, I'm just going to do on a whim and kind of do things random. So obviously we're like in the beginning stages of creating a course where I've never done that before, because with my past clients, I kind of just did it on a whim, and it was like based off, it was like, oh, well, this client, hasn't progressed yet, so I can't do it based off that. And I just want to have something that's more structured, so I can just be like, hey, just follow these steps. And it's like, you follow these steps, then you're going to get where you want to, and then you can move forward from there.
I love that. And so what I'll share too about Stephanie is that we recently had this conversation where I've been pushing her a little bit in the department of like, instead of just asking the question, how can we make it actionable, right? Yeah. I think that a lot of times in business, this is a hard part for us, because we know we can ask these questions and we can get them results, and you can get your clients results, but how can we systemize even inside your offer so that it's something that we can create a one-to-many, create an opportunity for you to scale that offer, but also getting your clients better results? Because that was one of the things we talked about, where you were like, yeah, my clients don't really love this piece of it. And I was like, well, how can we make it where they do like it? How can we make it where they're taking action on it and they feel good about what they're doing? Because that creates those longer term results. So I always say, like, sometimes we do these things that I know you've been like, oh, Naz, what are we doing?
Yeah. But it's been like great, because it's like you have like all these ideas that are like swimming in your head, and then you're just like, no, this is how it is. And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense.
And I feel like that's one of the best things I love to hear, because I feel like in general, we're visionaries, right? Like as CEOs, we're meant to be visionary business owners who come up with the ideas, but we don't always know how to like integrate, how to take what we want to do. And so I always say, like, working with a strategist, working with someone like me, we actually get to take the ideas swimming in your head and make sense of them and actually like bring them to life and make them work. So I love that. So my last question for you is, if someone here is considering joining the Sustainable Profit Academy, what would you say to them?
I would say, just do it. Don't think about it. Because if you think about it, it's not going to happen. And like, I've absolutely so it was like the same. So my, probably my biggest objection, before I started work with you, was like, all right, no, do I want to be spending more money? And it was like, the second that I signed up, I was like, this has been 100% worth it. And that I just, you have to do it. You have to sign up.
I love it. I feel like I need to take Nike's tagline, because so far everyone I've asked,
just do it.
They said, they're like, just do it. I'm like, I don't think we can use that. But thank you so much, Stephanie, for being here. I'm going to have Stephanie come back into the comments and pop in her information where you can learn more about her, in case you're someone who wants to look good naked, because who doesn't, and wants to start feeling strong. I would absolutely recommend you chatting with Stephanie, because she's amazing and incredible at what she does. And thank you so much for being here. And if any of you guys want to see what the Sustainable Profit Academy looks like for you and your business, and why it really is the game changer for you to be able to really get those ideas and create a business that thrives and works for you, and have clients that are coming to you who are ready to actually invest and work with you, definitely let me know either in the DMs or in the comments, and we will book a call to chat more about that. But thank you so much, Stephanie. And thank you for all of you guys who are watching this on live or replay. And I will talk to you guys later.
Thanks, Naz. Bye. Bye.